Welcome to the channel. With reference to our discussions on motorcycles and scooter production plant, our today's subject of discussion is 150cc scooter production plant and establishment of engine assembly section. 150cc scooter. The engine specifications of this scooter are: displacement is almost 149cc, that is about 150cc. Engine type is two-stroke single-cylinder air-cooled. Fuel type is a petrol. Cooling is air-cooled as mentioned before. And transmission is 4-speed grip shift constant mesh gear box. We shall talk about 150cc engine specifications in detail. Pictorial view of 150cc scooter engine. Establishment of low investment, low capacity engine assembly plant. Operation process sheet, engine assembly and cycle time. Production capacity. Graph of production capacity and capacity of status after debottlenecking. The engine specifications are 150cc scooters are as follows. Engine type, as we have already mentioned, it's a two-stroke single-cylinder air-cooled. Displacement is 149cc. 4 multiplied by stroke, that is 57.8 millimeter by 57 millimeter. Compression ratio is 8.2 to 1. Then carburetor, clutch, transmission is 4-speed. Maximum power is 7.5 horsepower at 5750 RPM. Top speed is 90 km per hour. Fuel tank capacity is 7.5 liter. And average fuel efficiency is 48 km per liter. And dry weight is 98 kgs. In this illustration, you can very well understand the details of 150cc scooter engine. By low investment, low capacity, we mean the capacity ranging from 10,000 to 20,000 units per annum. And under this topic, we shall be examining production processes, cycle time, and production capacity of the following sections, and shall recommend action plan as to how to achieve the required production target. हम बात करेंगे इस सिलसिले में प्रेस शॉप के हवाले से, वेल्डिंग शॉप, इंजन असेंबली और फ्रेम असेंबली सेक्शन. अब आते हैं the process sheets, operation process sheets, tools required, workers और cycle time. सबसे पहला process stud assembly. Type of parts 9, number of parts about 15, and the tools required are socket 8 mm, socket 11 mm, screwdriver minus, and worker requirement is unscaled 1, and the cycle time is 4.0 minutes. Second process is washing. The worker requirements are unscaled worker 1, brush of 3 inches, oil tub or oil container, and the overall cycle time is 10 minutes. Process number 3, number punching and bearing fitting. Over here, The type of parts are 16 and the number of parts are also 16. The tools required are hammer 2 pound, number punching set, socket 13 millimeter, and press, circlip plier, punch for oil seal, punch for bearing, kick spring assembly tool, and spacer. Skilled worker 1 and the overall cycle time is 6.50 minutes. Process number 4. Gear and spring gear assembly. Type of parts 15, number of parts 35, and the tools required are plastic hammer 1 pound, circlip plier, heater 2 numbers, socket 13 millimeter, engine base plate, puller for crankshaft, puller for gear shaft, and puller for bearing. One skilled worker is required and consumable requirement is grease. Overall cycle time is 13.17 minutes. In case of crankcase assembly, जो कि process number 5 है, the type of parts are 6 and the number of parts are 44 and the tool requirement is socket 11 millimeter and worker requirement is 1 and overall cycle time is 7.25 minutes. Number 6. Cylinder, piston, cylinder, piston, cylinder assembly and clutch assembly. Type of parts are 22 and the number of parts are 36. Tools required are screwdriver minus, circular plier, hammer, tool for securing clutch, tool for wrist pin, wrench for clutch nut, tool for clutch, socket 11 millimeter. One worker is required and the cycle time is 9.03 minutes. Process number 7. Carburetor or magnetic assembly. यहाँ पर the type of parts are 34, number of parts are 46 और टूल चाहिए screwdriver minus, screwdriver plus, sockets 8 millimeter, 11 millimeter, 19 millimeter और wrench locking flywheel with one hole. एक वर्कर चाहिए और consumable is grease and the overall cycle time is 6.67 minutes. Process number 8. Rear brake drum and drum assembly. Type of parts are 45, number of parts are 59 and the tools required are socket 10 millimeter, 11 millimeter, 13 millimeter, 17 millimeter and 25 millimeter. Then mallet, screwdriver minus, screwdriver plus, nose plier, rear brake drum, locking device. टोटल नंबर ऑफ वर्कर्स 2 चाहिए और साइकिल टाइम है इसका 11.17 मिनट. And finally, engine testing. On engine testing bench or engine testing fixture, what we call, or worker skill 1, gasoline और engine oil और cycle time है इसका 15 मिनट, 15 मिनट. Now, coming to the cycle time and production capacity. On the basis of the assumption that the number of shifts to working hours per shift per week, 40 hours, working minutes per 2 shifts per week are 4,800 minutes, and assuming the working efficiency of 80%. Here is the list of processes which we have already discussed. Here is the number of workstations, assuming that we have one workstation in each case. Cycle time, as we have already mentioned, and we can calculate this is cycle time, this is effective cycle time based on the number of workstation. So based on 40 hours working per week, we have this capacity, and the capacity per year is this one. If you can see, the minimum capacity of all these processes 13,312. That is, process throughput time is 82.79. So with the working efficiency of 80%, the annual production capacity is 13,000 units. और bottleneck processes क्या हैं? These highlighted processes, that is number 4, process number 8, and process number 9, these are in general bottleneck processes. Here is the graph. This is graphical presentation of the annual production capacity. These are the processes. This is the capacity, and minimum capacity of the whole line define the production capacity of the engine section, and that is equal to 13,000 units. Previously, we had in each case, in each process, we had one working stations. Now, in case of the bottleneck processes, if we increase the number of workstations from 1 to 2, the effective cycle time is reduced, as shown in this column. So by doing so, we can get the process throughput time now is reduced from 82.79 minutes to 63.12 minutes. With a working efficiency of 80%, the annual production capacity is now approximately 27,000 units. Capacity can further be increased by reducing the work contents of the bottleneck process to meet the market demand, or by increasing the number of workstations in case of the debottleneck processes. This we conclude our discussion on the subject of 150cc scooter production in engine assembly section. If you like the contents, please do like, share, and subscribe to receive similar videos from Moto Guru channel, plus in future too. Thank you, and thank you very much.